Hello, this is Wade Lyons. Well, I'm creating this YouTube video today to, start off with some sort of media source for my upcoming project. Let me just start out by saying I didn't know what I was going to do when I first started this. I'm still impartially learning. I don't really know, so just don't judge me. As of right now, I only know that I am goal-oriented. I want to do this. I don't know how to do it just yet, but I'm trying. So without further ado, let me begin by going on about what I'd like to do. I haven't been able to decide as of late what I wanted to do to start doing a video or a podcast. And then it dawned on me. I've been really good about starting things. Spreading thought. Getting people to think. At first, I wasn't really sure if that meant anything, and to be quite honest, I'm still not. But that's what the beauty of learning is all about. You learn every day, whether or not something works or something doesn't. The only thing you can do is choose to move on or keep going. So here it is. Why am I wearing this? Why do I look like this? Because I think it's cool? Because I think it'll make me seem more important? No. I'm wearing this because I want to. I like it. I like the idea. But if you guys want to see the real me, no problem. I like fedoras. Can't blame me. You can't say nothing about it that'll make me not want to wear them. These are a gift. A very special gift from a man I greatly appreciate. Now, just to let you know, the reason why I wear that stuff, besides I want to, well, psychologically speaking, these glasses, well, besides the fact that they're a gift from someone that I really appreciate, I also know that deep down inside, I've always had this inner desire, this inner thought of, well, pardon my French, but being a badass. Plain and simple, I've watched so many action movies, so many thrillers. I'm a movie guy. It's just what I do. I hooked on and fixated to seeing the Terminator a lot. And what was he known for wearing? Black leather and dark shades. I always thought it was cool, so I've just kept with it. I like dark clothing and I like dark glasses. Doesn't matter if I wear them or not. No, I just do. As for the fedora, well, when it comes down to my fedora, I don't care what people think. I like fedoras. I'm guessing from years and years ago, I saw a mobster movie, some sort of gang member, like Al Capone and whatnot, where they have fedoras rather than, say, bowler hats or top hats or baseball caps. No, they had fedoras, and that was depicted to me as cool. Yes, unfortunately, that means that I'm wanting to do it to look cool, way down deep in my mind, somewhere in the stars. But unfortunately, I don't care. I like fedoras. You want to say anything about it? Okay, feel free. I won't care. It's me. You either like me, love me, or hate me. Your choice. Ain't gonna affect me none. But in any case, thinking about all that, about me not caring, me being self-content, that's what I decided that I'd like to show people at first. So this video is just to show you that even someone that goes by what he likes from the past, a pair of glasses, a fedora, a nice shirt, anything like that, I can choose to do what I want without having to have fear of what other people think. I do that simply because I can, and no one can change that except for me. So this is what I'm wanting to do. If at first I can show people what self-defeat is and why I know most people are living it, then maybe I can try to change that. I can't force you to do anything you don't want to. I tell that to nearly everybody I talk to, but it's still the truth. I can't force you to do anything you don't want to. But if you come asking for my help, I'll do my best. No, I'm not a licensed psychologist. I'm not a certified anything. Yes, I'm in the military. Yes, I've got on-the-job training. Yes, I technically have certificates for that. But guess what? They don't matter to me. What matters to me is that I have experience. Not a lot, but I have experience. This is also one other thing I'd like to talk about over the course of doing these videos and possibly starting a podcast. Going over experience versus a certification, or going over education versus just doing something. Now I'll let you guys know that what inspired me to do this, regardless if you care to know or not. I just recently got back from deployment, and on this deployment I discovered something that, well, it inspired me. For those of you who desire to look this up yourselves because you're as internet savvy as I am, I came upon something called the Survival Podcast. That's TheSurvivalPodcast.com. This podcast is run by a guy named Jack Spirko. He has created such an immense point in my life that just makes me want to do something. I've been desiring to do it for the longest time, but I haven't ever been able to decide what to do because I'm young and I've never done anything. I'm only 21 years old, people. Last month, or actually no, 2 months ago, now that I think about it, 2 months ago to the day. This being not acknowledged, I'm still learning of what I want to do in life. So if this doesn't work, oh well, it's a learned experience. I'm not very good at talking to people. I'm not very good at social situations, which I'll be getting into that later on in these shows and or podcasts. But for right now, I just want to be able to let you guys know who I am, what my plan is. First of, or I can't say first of, so I apologize for that. Next, I should say, who I am. I want to give you a little bit of background information just so that you aren't confused as to what some of the things I say or why I say it. Let me give you something very big that I know about me that not many doctors have been able to diagnose me with. In fact, I still have yet to get officially diagnosed, even though it is blaringly obvious at times. I live with Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's, whatever you want to call it. It's a form of autism, a mental deficiency. Don't think I'm autistic. I'm not one of those media drawn out kids who has some sort of weird look to them that you'd think that they're special needs. Look at me. Do I look like I'm special needs? No, I'm a human being. I look like I'm human. No, what Asperger's is a higher developed form of autism. What is autism? A deformity of the brain. Something did not quite go right from the point that you were conceived and your brain was forming in your mother's womb. all the way to the point that your brain is fully developed and you're starting to learn. Asperger's just so happens to be very social. When it comes down to what I mean by that, my Asperger's pretty much takes what I want to say, puts it in my mind, I have it strong, drawn out, I know what I need to say, but the moment that my brain processes how to get it from the tip of my brain up here in this little corner all the way down to my mouth, it doesn't come out right. I don't understand it because that part of my brain doesn't understand how I think. So I don't know how to fix it and give myself the ability to speak what's on my mind. This is the reason why I stumble, why I stutter, why I slur. Anything that makes it anywhere near remotely hard to be able to verbally say what I want to say, difficult. If I pause at all, it's because I'm getting distracted or I'm trying to come up with the proper word to say, because I don't want to sound like an idiot. And in my mind, idiocracy is pretty much not being able to come up with proper words at proper times and making myself look like a fool. Am I afraid of that? No. It makes me feel bad because I might lose a few people, but then again, that's their choice, not mine. I'll go over Asperger's more later, but I'm more worried about what my goal is to talk to people about. Like I said, I'm not social. It's very difficult for me. But I also know that I have such a strong desire to help people, it literally pushes me to do irrational things. And I've gotten myself in a lot of trouble over the years of my life trying to help people, even when I didn't know what I was doing. And that's what I'm wanting to try to do, help people. I'm not going to label it as one of those guys who gets in the back of a truck and gives away free water bottles or tries to set up seminars to be like, help yourself. Actually, if that happens, it happens. I'd probably enjoy it, honestly, because it'd be a fun experience. But with all due honesty, I gotta start somewhere. And I'm not good at talking directly to people, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have just told you that. So, here I am, talking to my webcam, and posting this on YouTube. Just for the little go about it, please subscribe, and give me your comments. Feedback is always appreciated. I do ask that you try to keep it positive, because if you're just going to be an ass and try to go about me negatively, then I don't want to talk to you. You obviously care more about hurting someone because you're hurt yourself, or you have some sort of mental addiction that makes you want to hurt someone for joy, that I will also be getting into later, that I don't want to deal with. At least not right now. That'll come later. Well, in any case, I'm putting back on my fedora because I like my fedora. But here's a little bit more about me. As I said before, I am in the military. Coming this June, I will have been in for 3 years. I plan on going for the full 20. I enjoy the thought of serving my country because it serves a higher purpose. I joined the military not knowing fully what I wanted to do and not fully ready to do anything, but I knew deep down I needed to do something. So I pushed it. I hurt a couple people in the process, and I also jump-started something I wasn't expecting and I wasn't ready for. Pretty much all I can say is, after 4 years from the date that I signed, which is coming up here real soon, actually, just a couple of months, I still haven't fully developed into what I want to become. But what else can you expect from a 21-year-old? Anyways, thank you YouTubers for anybody wanting to view this video or willing to listen to my voice of reason. I want to thank you all for taking the time to listen to me, regardless if you like it or not. It's important to me that you guys actually took the time to listen. It means I actually am doing this for a reason. But as I also mentioned before, please comment, please subscribe. The more the merrier. I'm not gonna push anybody to do anything. I would enjoy the feedback. It'd help me out with what I'm doing. But since I am going for the goal of at least 20 minutes, if not more, I feel as though I should go on about some of the further goals I have. Well, right now, I am an author in the waiting to be published. I'm also, I don't know how to say it. I forgot anyhow. I'm trying to be able to show you, everybody that is willing to listen, that if you just try, you will achieve. No matter what. There's no joke to that. If you try, you will achieve. You may not achieve it right away, but you will achieve. Well, I'd like to go back into, and before I do this, I must apologize. I bounce around, because my mind is working on so much at one time. I have a hard time concentrating on just one thing at a time. It's always right, left, right, left. Oh, look, pretty color. Yes, I have ADD. I work on it on a daily basis. So far, it comes really handy, especially when I'm at work, when you're supposed to be in the military and you get told to do one thing and then another thing pops up and another thing and another thing, and next thing you know, you've got 14 different things on your hand and you're only allowed to do one thing at a time, but they all want you to get things done at once. No fair. But in any case, my ADD has helped me out a lot more than it's hurt me. And I never truly appreciated that, but I'm also trying to fix it and cure it, because I also know that ADD is a mental deficiency that prolongs me from being able to do a lot more than it helps me with. Well, here's something I wanted to let you all know before I go also. I have anxiety. A lot of it. I don't know. The simplest way I can put it is, if I'm not experienced with it, I'm not comfortable with it, and if I'm not comfortable with it, I'm scared. And I show it very easily. My voice shakes, I get a little bit trembly, I sweat. I'm not perfect. So I'll do something. But I also know that I'm willing to try. And if anybody that knows me by now knows that my Facebook has been blown up at least once a week up until recently, where I've been having difficulty keeping up with it, but that's only because I just got back from deployment. I'm all about self-help and self-motivation. This is something that Jack Spirko from the Survival Podcast has taught me. I no longer want to think about something that's self-defeating and self-mutilating. Anything that has to deal with something negative about yourself. I don't want to deal with it. So that being said, I'm going to let you all know about something a little bit earlier than I thought I would. I found the book while I was overseas. Actually, no, I wasn't overseas. I was still in the States. I got it as a gift, but I didn't start reading it until I was overseas. It took me a bit to interpret it, and it took me, well, to be honest, I still haven't finished it. Sorry. I I have a hard time finishing things I start if I lose interest. Well, to let you all know, this book I have on an iPad, and it's so far opened my eyes. I like the thought of it. I like reading about it every time I get the chance, but I also know it's all on me to read it, which I haven't lately. Here's one thing that I can tell you. This book is about self-help. But don't read it if you just want to read. I'm not telling you to do that, and I wouldn't force you to do it either. But I would like to let you know that unless you're truly, truly desiring to self-help yourself, that sounded weird, you're not going to get anything from this book. It's meant to open your eyes and get you to realize something that you wouldn't even considered. I'm not going to give you any big details on it because honestly I don't have a good enough description for it. I just know that this book has helped me, and I've only read the first 93 pages out of the 200 it has ish. This book is called Learning to Let Go. For any of you that are listening to this and or viewing it and are just deciding, no, he's just going to do this, he's just going to do that, he's only trying to get me to do this, he's only trying to get me to buy that, guess what? Think how you want to think. All I'm doing is giving you guys a resource, guys and girls, a resource that can help you. Why do I know it can help you? Because it helped me. And as I said before, I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. But I also knew when I started reading it that I needed help. I knew something was wrong with me, and I knew that I wasn't truly happy. And I wanted that happiness. So I was looking for it. This is also something I'm going to be talking about heavily. The steps to letting go. The steps to self-realization. And the steps to true happiness. Keyword being true. As I get ready to close this recording, I just wanted to let you all know that I thank you very much for taking the time to watch this, and I hope and pray to God that I get some feedback on this. But right now, I'm very pleased that I was actually able to do this without going over the edge with my anxiety. So this being said, have a nice day, have a great weekend, and have a wonderful life, YouTubers. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, for those Facebook users, open your mind and the rest will follow. I hope that hits hard. Have a good day.